The airport usually updates hourly. Again, I don't usually get good wind observations from the Valdosta Regional Airport. So we'll see if we get a wind. It still says calm. I think it always says calm. We could also go to our wind gust graphic. Let me go to that. See if I'm getting anything. Nothing in Valdosta. So, but tell me what you're seeing in Valdosta if you can. You have a chance to see it. We're still tracking this severe thunderstorm possibly producing a tornado in Lowndes County. Again, the most populated area of our viewing area is going to be impacted by a severe storm with the potential of a tornado being on the ground here, moving across I-75 near Clyateville and that Clyateville exit 13, Wild Adventures area, which I'm surprised isn't showing up on here. But so 1017, we got Clyateville Lake Park, we have Dasher 1024, Georgia Christian School 1024, and 1030 Mount Pleasant Church. Let's see if the rotation is showing up any better or any worse. It's not really. I don't see hardly any rotation now. So that might be a good sign. Still a lot of lightning. And you can see some of that on your screen. Not seeing quite the rotation as we saw before. We will take the other view here. For Kinderloo, 1018, Little Miami, 1028, Valdosta, 1028. So that's kind of at the back end of the, okay, new tornado warning. We do have a new tornado warning. Let's see where this one is. This one's for Tift County and Turner County. So this is a totally different cell. So as mentioned, I thought these storms would weaken, but all of a sudden they have really started to increase. So we're still watching this one. The rotation does look like it's weakening, and I think if the rotation is anywhere, it is like right over I-75 right now. We'll just give you one more view of that. I want to see the other tornado warning, so I'm going to zoom out here. We have a brand new tornado warning. Northern Tift County, southeastern Turner County, and western Irwin County. And that is set to expire at 10:45. So this is a brand new. So there is still enough energy, even though these storms are all over the place. There's so much energy in the atmosphere. Again, we're going from very warm, low to mid 80s yesterday, to cold, where temperatures are going to be in the 40s this afternoon. And we are seeing this storm. Again, it's a radar-indicated tornado moving to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. So I'm going to just do the whole swath on this one and get some communities to be ready to seek their shelter. That's Tift. I'm going to have to change this also to, this one goes till 10:45. So we've got Tift County, northern Tift County, southeastern Turner County, and guess what? We do have our tower cam in Ashburn, which is a little removed from this storm. But as I have this on here, I'm going to pull that tower cam up. But I'm going to save this as a new one because we still have 2 tornado warnings now. So let's, as you're looking at that, I'm going to check out the Ashburn tower cam now. It usually is pointed north, so I'm going to have to point it south. Get a little better view of looking north, but looks like the rain is coming down heavily. Not too bad. Just a good steady rain. I'm not seeing anything I'll take this. I'm doing something off screen here, so I'm talking about something that you're not seeing on TV, but I just wanted to see if I could see anything. It just looks like a solid shield of rain there right now. So not, again, this is a little removed from Ashburn. So we have 2 tornado warnings. This one is set to expire at 10:45. The northern half of Tift County, southeastern portion of Turner County, and then heading towards Irwin County, including Waterloo at 10:18, Irwinville 10:27, and also Lands Crossroad 10:28, Westwood at 10:38, 10:41 in Fitzgerald. So we are watching 2 tornado-warned storms continuing to progress to the north and east at about 35 miles per hour. This is the other one that we're watching. This is now in the heart of Valdosta as we speak. The worst of the storm is. So we got Indianola next up, Bremerton on top of you right now. Just please wait till the storm passes. And again, this will on-go for the next 15 minutes or so, 12 minutes to be exact. That's when this is set to expire. Locations on screen. So it's right along the I-75 corridor. I think that's what we said. The timing of the I-75 corridor would be 10 to noon. And here we are at 10 o'clock. Again, the storms did not look quite what the radar forecast was showing us, the futurecast, but it is there. We continue with these tornado warnings. This one here in Lowndes County, between Lake Park and Valdosta. It looks like it's now the worst of the weather may be past. When I say the worst, the rotation may be east of I-75, but you can see the storms still stretch all the way down into Florida. So not only are we going to deal with heavy rainfall, but dangerous lightning and that possibility of an isolated tornado in that vicinity. That goes until 10:30, and then we have this new tornado warning. That one includes Irwinville and also Lands Crossroads, Westwood, Fitzgerald. Please seek shelter. Again, Fitzgerald not quite in the box yet, I don't think. Let me see. Did I not mention? Yeah, I didn't mention Ben Hill County. You are also included in that. But Fitzgerald is just out of the polygon, but we went ahead and just did a future into that. You can see there's some bowing showing up here. So we are seeing some bowing in this, how it bows out there. That may be somewhere in there. There may be a rotation. So let's see if there's a rotation in that. Let's see if we can find a rotation in that northern storm. Yeah, I see what they're looking at. It's right there in the. There's a little bit of an appendage in here, but again, nothing that is super. Could be something in this vicinity right here, crossing out of, really kind of in the 3 points, the points of Turner, Tift, and Irwin County. That could be where it is at, the rotation. We'll go ahead and try some other. But there's a tornado warned storm. We'll put some other towns on there. Ashburn is not in there, but Sycamore, you're in it. Irwinville. Fitzgerald just outside of it, but it's close enough to where you need to be ready to find your safe room here shortly. And there's Ashburn, and I can show you the tower cam, but it's just rain. It's not going to be that. Let's go back to this other storm. The storm has progressed. It looks like the northeast side of Valdosta now is starting to see the storm. The west side of Valdosta starting to see a storm come to an end. But we still have Lake Park. Storm kind of is not moving as fast east as it is north. So it's just starting to make its impact felt on Lake Park. So that puts it in Lake Park around 10:36, which would be just after the tornado warning expires, but it's close enough to where. And then this is the one farther north. So we're tracking 2 tornado warnings, 10:30 on the Lowndes County tornado warning, and then 10:45 on the Irwin County. Now, most of the worst of the weather is in Irwin County and soon to be in the south or the eastern, correction, in the western part of Ben Hill County. So it is, I'm going to have to redraw it because it looks like it's taken a little bit of a different shape. So we'll start it from up here. Kind of see me drawing the outer edges of it. I went too far south, but that's okay. I'm going to redraw that. That was not a good drawing. All right, so there we go. Freshly updated track, moving to the northeast at about 30 miles per hour, which would put it in ARP at 1024, in Irwinville at 1028, and if it continues, it will get towards Fitzgerald around 1042. Again, it does expire at 1045, so it may get extended farther to the east. We're watching 2 tornado warnings. Both are radar indicated. So that is, again, the lowest level tornado threat. We have not had a debris confirmed tornado, although I did see some debris there in the Brooks County area. So there could have been a short-lived tornado in Brooks moving into Lowndes. But this is the one we're focused on. This is the newest tornado warning. And again, this is set to expire at 1045. But it looks like Chula and Tifton starting to see some pretty good downpours. And this is heading right towards Irwinville. It's actually moving even faster. So whenever you see these storms bow out like this, there's a bowing coming right towards Irwinville. Even if it's not a tornado, there very well could be damaging wind gusts in that as well. So we're going to draw that bow to take that into account. And that's why I think other areas might be impacted. I'll do some Oscilla. You're kind of on the outside looking in. We also have Fitzgerald up here. So this storm continues to move towards Harding, towards Irwinville as well. And there are some times of arrival. Irwinville 1027, Harding 1032, Westwood 1035, and Fitzgerald at 1039. Tornado warning ongoing here heading into Irwin County and the west and southwestern portions of Ben Hill County. Please seek shelter. Treat this as if it were a tornado. This has passed to the east of Ashburn now. I'm going to turn the camera around. Oh, just got a good lightning strike there, southeast of Ashburn, so probably going to see some of that lightning pop up there. Yeah, it's kind of letting up in Ashburn, so as far as the rain goes. I'll go ahead and take that camera because I've been talking about it. It's like I'm hiding it from you. I'm not hiding it. It's going to have the wrong. I have to change the title on here. Hold on a second. It's live TV. We'll change the title. So this is Ashburn on I-75. I did see a pretty good lightning strike here. If we sit on it for long enough, we might see it again. But you can see the worst of the weather has passed to your south in Ashburn. So the Turner County area is improving. But Irwin County, it's definitely not improving at this point in time. And then we're still tracking this one in. We got 3 more minutes of this one in Lowndes County. So let's get back to Lowndes. We're still holding on to this one. We'll see if this gets extended. But we do have that tornado warning. This one goes until 10:30. Let's stop the radar for a second and clean everything off and just zoom in really tight. We'll get here. And so we just got some really heavy rainfall in Valdosta. Yet to get to Lake Park still, even though. And then we have this one farther north until 10:45. So we got 2 tornado warnings. One is set to expire in the next minute or two in Lowndes County, but the one ongoing in Irwin County, that's where the worst of the weather is, and in the western half of Ben Hill County, that goes until 10:45. Harding and Irwinville are the next 2 locations within the path. Irwinville, it's about on top of you. It'll shortly be there in Harding. So we're watching these 2 tornado warnings coming right across the I-75 corridor now, pushing to the east. This storm that's moving into Irwin County, again, not a strong rotation, kind of elongated, but again, we could get a very strong wind gust. And then I'm not seeing any rotation hardly at all in this Lowndes County tornado warning at this time, just some 40 to 50 mile an hour winds and lots of lightning. So we're watching 2 of these storms. I never did check to see if there was ever a debris signature on this one. We'll go ahead and do that just to see something a little different on screen. And let's see what radar we're using. Looks like we're using the Americas radar. I don't want to use that one. I want to use Moody. So we're going to keep it here. It's going to be on the very far left part of your screen. Like, what are we looking at, Chris? Yeah, not much. I don't see much rotation or debris at all. So that's good news. And yeah, so this primarily looks just to be a severe thunderstorm with the possibility of a tornado. Let's look at these rainfall estimates. We've had some this is outdoing the rain. The rain is outdoing, and this is a great location. I know we have that severe thunderstorm warning, tornado warning in Lowndes County, but we've gotten 3 inches of rain. That is a welcome blessing. These are areas all that are dealing with extreme drought here. The southeastern half of our area in extreme drought, and that tornado warning has expired. So we can put the tornado warning, all that's left now is a severe thunderstorm warning for that area. So that storm has weakened. I noticed the radar was not showing any more rotation whatsoever. Now you're just dealing with heavy rainfall and dangerous lightning. So just keep it indoors for a little bit longer. And this one has been whittled away. You can see how it's now smaller. It doesn't include any of Turner County, just the northeast part of Tift County. But that's ongoing for the next 15 minutes. We will redraw this. Again, it would be hard to put a point on that because I don't see a rotation with this one either. I'm just seeing a lot of bows. I guess you could put a rotation there at that point, and then maybe I'll do that just to get some smaller towns in there. We'll just try that. So let's put some smaller communities that may fall within this. Mystic and Irwin Academy. 10:45, severe thunderstorm with possible tornado, maybe some small hail, and some wind gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour. So those areas, just keep it in there. Again, it's turning more into just a long thunderstorm complex. Not seeing anything that would be super reflective, but you could get a little spin up in there in the thunderstorm complex. And again, that it does stretch into Tift County still, this tornado warning, and then the northwestern reaches of Irwin County. Osceola not included, Fitzgerald not included. We'll see if this continues to progress eastward. Right now I'm seeing very little that would indicate that would continue to move east and be a tornado-warned storm into Ben Hill County. Although parts of Ben Hill County are included, you can see it has been shunted a little bit farther south. And if you just took a straight line, that would head it right towards Fitzgerald. But the rotation isn't super strong in that area. There is some rotation, but it is elongated. It's just a wind shift, kind of like what we dealt with Thursday. But remember, Thursday, there were a lot of folks said that a tornado went over their house. We had damage in Worth County. We had damage in Coffee County. And according to the Weather Service, none of those were tornadoes. It was just straight line winds. And that could very well be what we're dealing with here, is not a tornado, but straight line winds, which can be 60, 70 miles per hour. If that's the case, you can see damage that may be more widespread, but not quite as intense. And again, if you get that 60, 70 mile an hour wind and you get a tree that falls into your house, that's pretty intense. So you want to just keep it indoors, away from the walls, outside walls and windows for the next 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes left on this tornado-warned storm in the, looks like the southeastern portion of, well, actually the northwestern portion of Irwin County, the extreme northeastern Tift County area, and a little bit of Ben Hill County, and that goes until 10:45. See if we get any reports of, I'm going to do a storm report, any new storm reports from any of these. That's from the storms this morning. I'm not getting anything from Valdosta area. And we have had some reports of wind damage here in Calhoun County. Let's see what these say. Just a thunderstorm wind damage. Terman in Arlington. Tree down at Highway 216 and Terman Road. That's the one that we are getting. And let's go back to the current tornado warning. We're still holding on to this one just a few more minutes. The cities and towns are mentioned there. Westwood, 1038, Fitzgerald, 1040, and Mystic at 1043. All right, so we've had 2 rounds of tornado warnings. One that came early this morning around 5, what time was that? About 5:10. And that lasted until about 6:15. We had tornado warnings from Lanier County, Cook County, Berrien County, over towards Atkinson and Clinch and Coffee County. Then we had a nice little respite, some severe thunderstorm warnings, and now we have ramped things back up. Lowndes County, Brooks County, that was the earlier tornado warning. That one was expired at 10:30. We did see some rotation, even saw a little debris in Brooks County, right on the Brooks County, Lowndes County line there in the southwest corner of Lowndes County. We'll see if it ended up being a tornado. And then that storm kind of weakened as it moved into I-75 corridor near Clydeville. Exit 13 is where the rotation kind of looked like it was heading towards. The storm was weakened. There's still a severe thunderstorm warning attached to it, but no longer a tornado warning. And then we have this one that we're still monitoring. Lightning strikes moving into Irwin County, just off to your west of Ocilla. We're seeing those storms, and just off to the west of Fitzgerald, we're seeing these storms as well. And that tornado warning goes until 10:45 in the morning. You see Sylvester, you're getting some good rain. Tifton now on the east side, heading towards Enigma and Lappaha. We're getting some pretty good rain as well. These locations, heavy downpours, dangerous lightning, and the possibility of an isolated tornado as well. We'll update the track just a little bit more. And we've got just a few more minutes till this one should expire. Again, this one, I never saw anything that was super evident that this was a tornado, but damaging winds, that's definitely a possibility here as well. Just seeing a good line of storms with some areas of stronger winds. The winds shift too. As these storms move in, your winds are going to be out of the south, southwest at about 25, 30, and then the winds come in on the backside, and you get a wind out of the northwest about 25, 30. So it's a pretty good wind shift. It's elongated. I don't see anything that says it's super reflective of a tornado, but still holding on this tornado warning for the next 7 minutes. Also hail, it does mention hail in here, up to a 3/4 inch. Let's go to our hail parameter and see if this kind of goes back to what has already happened. So when I flip on this hail, it will, if I can find, here it is, hail track. So I'm going to turn off the rest of the radar and just see if there was any hail within that storm. Not seeing anything. You see these little black blotches, but that's not very much hail. So there's that severe thunderstorm in Lowndes County and the tornado warning in Irwin County that is set to expire here in the next 6-7 minutes. Storm has definitely weakened. It is moving towards Ocilla and Fitzgerald, so if you want to just stay off the roadways for a little bit longer and stay home if you can, it's 10:38. It's a great job if you can come in at 10:38. Of course, if you worked until 2:30 in the morning, there's a different story. As Justin walks in, he's burning it on both sides there. So the tornado warning goes until 10:45. You can see for Irwin County, including Mystic and Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald not included in the tornado warning, but the storm is heading towards you. It's almost on top of you now, actually. So this storm is pretty quickly approaching in through the heart of Irwin County and Ben Hill County as well.
Tornado warning. Is that the one that you're talking about in Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
So there's 2 now?
No, that's...
oh, I see.
Yeah. This is the one. We're still doing this one here. Yeah, we had one earlier in Lowndes County. That one has been allowed to expire at 10:30. This one at 10:45 is ongoing in Irwin and Ben Hill County just for a few more minutes. A lot of lightning, heavy downpours, probably some gusty winds. It's already made its way, and there is like this little bowing out in some areas. So again, some strong winds possible. The severe thunderstorm warning now goes into Irwin County and Ben Hill County. That looks like it's been freshly updated too. So some of the worst weather, including winds gusting to 60 miles per hour. Brookfield at 10:43, Fitzgerald 10:47, and River Bend until 10:50. Most of these locations that we're mentioning here are now well past where the tornado warn area is. It's more in that severe thunderstorm warning area. It's ongoing here to the eastern communities. So we are watching this. Again, we had such a quiet period. A lot of that had to do with the cold. When it's cold, it's not going to be severe. But now we've had 2 real warm periods. Did we hit our first? No, we made it to 88 so far here in Albany. Hit 90 in Valdosta. So when you get temperatures in the upper 80s, lower 90s, and then you have these cold fronts coming in, it definitely can be violent when that transition comes in. And I want to show you, this is going to make your eyes pop out here in a second. This is the visible satellite and radar. I'm going to fix this all up for you so it looks good. And that white, and I don't like to use white on it because it matches the satellite. So I'm going to change the color of that radar to make the snow, and I said the snow word, blue. So there's snow, which looks like it's falling as far south as Jackson, Mississippi right now. And it's coming into Meridian, Mississippi, and into Alabama. Tuscaloosa, looks like they're seeing moderate snow right now. All right, Bama fans, where are you at? You guys seeing moderate snow? Also, Birmingham, this is the difference. We're severe here with temperatures in the 70s, and up here we're seeing snow. Now, will this snow make it to South Georgia? No. Could make it into Middle Georgia and likely to make it into North Georgia. But we are seeing snow falling in the deep south, just, 6 hours removed from severe weather. So incredible cold front coming in, and this tornado warning is holding on for dear life as we are. We got 3 more minutes of this tornado warning, which is now moving out of Irwin County, or into Irwin County, and into Ben Hill County for the next few minutes. The storm is elongated. Likely it's producing damaging wind gusts in excess of 50, maybe 60 miles per hour, dangerous lightning, and also maybe some small hail. Did not see it produce a lot of hail in the hail tracker, but could be producing some small hail as well. Holding on to this for the next few minutes. Again, the cold front's going to come in, and when it does, it'll put an end to the severe threat. We can always tell by the temperatures. I'm going to check the temperatures real quick here. We're going to go to the temperatures just to see. If we're in the 50s, we're done with the severe threat. So I'm missing Cordele and Blakely, but we're still in the low 60s. But Cuthbert, you're done. I think the tornado watch for your area has been allowed to expire. Let's look at the latest tornado watch area. So we still have the tornado watch for the eastern communities till 2 p.m. and for the western communities till noontime. So we do have that area. Watches are ongoing. One more look at this tornado warning. It's still there. I still see it. 2 more minutes. We can do it. We can make it. And the tornado watch, again, it says 2 p.m., but for our viewing area, that it will likely expire a little before that. So we can look at future casts just real quick just to see what it's telling us. Kind of showing the end of the rain. The storm's already in Albany in the next hour. And then Valdosta by noon, and by 1, we're pretty much storm-free. Not rain-free. There might be some rain showers with the actual frontal passage. And you can see how we clear out pretty quickly here as well. A few more minutes on this tornado warning in Irwin County and extreme southern Ben Hill County. The storm is continuing to move to the east. The storm is not showing much rotation, but it's definitely showing some bowing in the storms, which would indicate strong winds in these bowing segments, which is now past Fitzgerald, kind of bowing towards Ocilla as well. This is more for the severe thunderstorm warning that will take it to Brookfield around 1044, Enigma 1050, Gladys at 1059. 1101, that's Jacksonville. That's heading into Telfair County. All right, we have gotten past that one. That tornado warning has expired. Let's just zoom out. We've got a number of severe thunderstorm warnings. Again, with that, you can see winds gusting 50, 60 miles per hour, dangerous lightning, heavy downpours as well. And those severe thunderstorm warnings stretch from, looks like, Decatur County all the way into Irwin County, and they go until 11:30 a.m. So we are still tracking a couple of a line of thunderstorms, and then another severe thunderstorm on that southern storm that did produce the tornado warning in Lowndes County. That is set to expire also. Let's see the timing on that one. I believe that one's 10 or 11 o'clock. So there it goes, 11:30 as well. So we are watching a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings. The tornado warnings have all expired, which is great news. We'll continue to monitor the situation. Right now, we do have several severe thunderstorm warnings. The last of the severe weather is over for Albany. We're just dealing with some rain, but you can see it's now east of the Flint River, and it'll continue to progress eastward. And then elsewhere, these storms will continue for the next hour or two. What time is it now? 10:46, so about 11, we will have 2 more hours, and then we'll be done with the severe weather outbreak. I wouldn't call it an outbreak, but it definitely has been a stormy morning. We've had several tornado warnings, and we've had over a dozen severe thunderstorm warnings. We'll keep you updated here. At 11 o'clock, we're going to do a full update on our streaming. If you haven't gotten the app, get the app. If you haven't downloaded your Roku or your Apple TV, do that, because we're streaming on there too for a fresh update on all the weather happenings.